Once upon a time, in a mystical realm where reality intertwined with dreams, there lived a traveler named Elara. Unlike most wanderers, Elara did not journey to explore the world outside, but to understand the world within. She sought to unravel the mysteries of existence, driven by a yearning to discover her true self. Elara often found herself troubled by the actions and words of others. She couldn't comprehend why some people seemed so harsh, so unkind, while others were filled with warmth and love. It seemed that no matter where she went, she was met with misunderstandings, conflicts, and judgments. She began to wonder if the world was against her, if she was fated to suffer. One day, while wandering through a forest bathed in twilight, Elara stumbled upon a hidden glade. In the center of this glade stood an ancient mirror, its frame woven from the roots and vines of the forest itself. The mirror gleamed in the soft light, inviting her closer. Intrigued, Elara approached and peered into its depths. What she saw was not merely her reflection, but a kaleidoscope of her life. The mirror revealed moments of her past, each scene reflecting back emotions she had long buried: anger, joy, love, and fear. She saw herself as she had never seen before, vulnerable, yet powerful, flawed, yet whole. The mirror showed her that nothing that happens in the world from the outside is truly directional, but rather reflected. It was as if the mirror was saying, "Do not take anything personally, because no one is throwing anything against or in favor of you. Everything you perceive in the world is nothing more than a reflection, an echo of yourself, interpreted by your psychology." Elara's heart pounded as she realized the truth. The law of correspondence echoed in her mind, reminding her that everything in existence is precisely a reflection. When she complained about something in the world, it was her own inability that she criticized. When she fell in love with someone, it was because she sought qualities within herself that she could not find. When she rejected something, it was because she saw in it something she despised within herself. The voice of the mirror whispered, "What you see, what you perceive of the world, is what you carry within you. You can never take responsibility for what others perceive of you, but you must take responsibility for what you see in others, because that is where you see the part that belongs to you." Elara stood in silence, absorbing the mirror's wisdom. She realized that everything in the universe corresponds, and that she could not escape this truth. The reflections in the mirror were not her enemies, but her teachers. The mirror's reflections were not something to run from, but something to embrace, to learn from. The mirror spoke again, its voice like the rustling of leaves in the breeze. It is not a matter of escaping from reflections, but of learning to use them. Wanting to escape from this structure of reflections is like looking in the mirror and not accepting or liking yourself, and therefore deciding to break the mirror or throw it out. It is not the mirror's fault that you do not like yourself, but it is your responsibility to take care of yourself, to fix yourself. Perhaps you need to diet, exercise, or simply accept yourself as you are. Then, when you look in the mirror, it will reflect a smile, and the world will smile at you. Elara knew that this journey was not about changing the world, but changing herself. She understood that the structure of the law of correspondence was not against her, but for her. It reminded her of where she was, how she was, when she was, and most importantly, who she was. With newfound clarity, Elara smiled at her reflection, accepting herself in her entirety. She saw the world around her not as a source of pain, but as a reflection of her inner self. She realized that by transforming her inner world, she could transform the world she perceived. As Elara left the glade, The mirror remained, waiting for the next soul seeking truth. But Elara no longer needed it, for she carried its wisdom within her. Step by step, level by level, she embraced the reflections in her life, understanding that they were not obstacles but guides. And in doing so, she found the peace and understanding she had long sought. From that day forward, Elara lived her life with a deep awareness that the world was her mirror, reflecting not just the reality around her, but the truth within her heart.